JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 4 killed in St. Mary crash. 4 people were killed in a motor vehicle collision on the Wilderness Main Road in Orocabessa, St. Mary on Friday. The deceased have been identified as 33-year-old Philip Walker of Pompano Bay in the parish, 17-year-old Andrew Phillips of Wentworth, Port Maria, Artega Baptiste, and a lone female identified as Marsha Simpson. Reports are that about 9:30 p.m., a blue Toyota Corolla driven by Walker was in the process of overtaking another vehicle when it collided with a white Toyota Axio being driven by Baptiste. Walker and Phillips, who were traveling together, reportedly died on the spot. The police were summoned to the scene and transported the occupants of the vehicles to hospital. Baptiste and Simpson were pronounced dead on arrival. Former policeman gets life in prison for killing St. Mary entertainer Insta boss O'Shane Thompson. The ex-policeman convicted in September of murdering upcoming St. Mary dancehall entertainer Insta boss was sentenced to life imprisonment yesterday. Presiding Judge Justice Carolyn Ty Powell ordered that Thompson must serve 20 years and 8 months of his sentence before he is eligible for parole. The former policeman was charged a year after the fatal shooting of the entertainer, whose real name is Kristen Pearson, at a party in Trinity, St. Mary in May of 2017. Pearson was a resident of Charlestown in St. Mary and Exchange in Ochorea, St. Anne at the time of his death. It was reported that Pearson and Thompson had an altercation which resulted in the shooting incident. Shortly after, according to Indicom, he resigned from the police force and left the island for the United States. Thompson was arrested by JCF officials on Thursday, August 30, 2018, upon his deportation to Jamaica. He was subsequently charged following a ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. The judge-only trial began in July 2021 in the St. Mary Circuit Court, and the verdict was handed down in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston on Friday, September 24. Motorcyclist shot to death in Negril. An unidentified man was fatally shot by another motorcyclist while riding along the non-parallel main road in Negril on Friday afternoon. Reports are that the shooting took place about 2:30 p.m. and the man died on the spot. The police are yet to make a breakthrough in the incident, which caused a pileup of traffic for more than an hour. The killing of the motorcyclist follows the slaying of a teenager and injuring of 3 others, including a toddler, in the Hartford area of the parish Thursday night. 5 murders have been recorded in the parish since the implementation of a state of public emergency SOE 2 weeks ago. Men killed during shootout with police in St. Mary identified. Police have identified the 2 men killed during an alleged confrontation with the police along the Ogwater Vale Main Road in St. Mary on Friday. Dead are 28-year-old vendor Denroy Hall, otherwise called Jimmy Lee, and 27-year-old laborer Jamoy Plunkett, otherwise called Reds, both of Love Lane in Onoto Bay, St. Mary. Reports are that about 2:15 a.m., the 2 men were traveling in a car on the Ogwater Vale Main Road just outside Onoto Bay when they were signaled by the police to stop. The driver did not comply with those instructions and sped off. A chase ensued, during which police alleged occupants of the vehicle opened gunfire at them. The lawmen returned fire when the shooting ended. Plunkett and Hall were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. 2 guns were allegedly retrieved from the scene by the police. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, is probing the incident. 4 guns, several rounds of ammunition seized in 2 days. Law enforcers are reporting that 4 guns and several rounds of ammunition were seized in different operations island-wide over 48 hours. The weapons include a 9mm Smith & Wesson pistol, a .38 Taurus revolver, a Walter PP pistol, and a Taurus 9mm pistol. The operations took place between Wednesday and Thursday in Kingston, St. Catherine, and St. James. According to a release from the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, the St. James Police seized a Walter PP pistol and 3 9mm rounds of ammunition during an operation in Anchovy in the parish on Wednesday. Reports are that about 7:45 a.m., lawmen were in the area when they were fired on. The police returned the gunfire, and after the shooting subsided, the area was searched and the gun and ammunition found. The suspects managed to escape on foot in the area. Investigations into that incident are ongoing. Also on Wednesday, a team of officers assigned to the Kingston Central Police Division seized 1 Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 4 9mm rounds of ammunition following an incident on Text Lane. Reports are that about 11:35 p.m., lawmen were on patrol in the area when they saw a group of men acting in a manner that aroused their suspicion. On the approach of the lawmen, one of the men opened fire at the police. The fire was returned and the men ran. A search of the area was conducted and the weapon retrieved. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. On Thursday, a team of officers assigned to the St. Andrew South Police Division seized one 9mm Smith & Wesson pistol with a magazine containing 3 9mm rounds of ammunition during an operation on Oakland Road, Kingston 11. It is reported that at about 9:25 p.m., lawmen were in the area when they saw a group of men walking along the roadway. On seeing the police, the men ran and threw an object onto a church compound. The object was retrieved and closer examination revealed that it was a firearm. No arrests were made. Also on Thursday, one man was arrested following the seizure of an illegal gun and several rounds of ammunition during an operation on the Newlands Main Road in Portmore, St. Catherine. The Portmore police reported that at about 8 p.m., lawmen were in the area when they saw a man acting suspiciously. On seeing the police, the man ran and hid inside a bar. He was accosted, searched, and 1.3 Taurus revolver containing 4.3 rounds of ammunition was found in his possession. He was subsequently taken into custody. His identity has been withheld pending further investigations. Appeal Court refused its application for Reed and Pinnock to take matter to Privy Council. The Court of Appeal yesterday refused an application for leave for former Education Minister Will Reed and President of the Caribbean Maritime University Fritz Pinnock to take their fraud case to the United Kingdom-based Privy Council. The men are seeking to have criminal charges dropped against them. They are contending that the Financial Investigation Division, FID, did not have the authority to arrest and charge them. Both the full court and the appeal court ruled that the legal challenge should be made in the parish court where the case is to be tried. The men then sought leave from the appeal court to take the issue to the Privy Council. In June, Attorney at Law Richard Small, who represented the FID, argued that the men should not be granted permission to go to the UK Privy Council. Small described the application as an abuse of the process. Attorney at Law Hugh Wildman, who is representing Reed and Pinnock, argued that the matter was of great public importance and should be decided by Jamaica's final appellate court. In June, the Court of Appeal reserved its decision and handed down its ruling yesterday. Reed, his wife Sharon, their daughter Sherelle, along with Pinnock and Brownstown Division Counsellor Kim Brown Lawrence, are facing fraud and corruption charges. They were arrested in October 2019. The accused are said to have defrauded the Ministry of Education and the CME of millions of dollars. Wildman, in commenting on the Court of Appeal's ruling yesterday, said Reed and Pinnock will not have to go to the Privy Council by way of special leave. Wildman said already contact has been made with a lawyer in England and the necessary documents will soon be filed at the Privy Council. He said Reed and Pinnock will be relying on a ruling by Chief Justice Brian Sykes, who first heard the application. Wildman said Sykes did not grant the application because he said he did not see any evidence in writing where the 2 policemen who charged the men were designated by the Commissioner of Police as authorized officers under the FID Act. According to Wildman, evidence in writing in relation to the designation was produced in the full court and the Court of Appeal, but they both ruled that the application should be heard by the parish judge. Senior Parish Judge Chester Crooks had heard an application and ruled that the trial should proceed. The men challenged Crooks' ruling and the Supreme Court has granted leave for them to go to the Judicial Review Court to quash that ruling. That matter is to be heard next year. 9 additional COVID-19 deaths, 96 new cases reported. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 96 new COVID-19 cases and 9 deaths on Friday, November 26, bringing the infection total to 91,122 and total deaths to 2,385. The new cases comprise 55 females and 41 males with ages ranging from 3 months to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Clarendon 10, Hanover 2, Kingston and St. Andrew 19, St. Anne 19, St. Catherine 18, St. James 5, St. Mary 8, St. Elizabeth 1, Westmoreland 2, Trelawney 1, St. Thomas 6, and Manchester 5. The deaths reported occurred between September 8 and November 25. The deceased are a 99-year-old female from Portland, an 80-year-old male from Portland, and a 77-year-old male from Portland, all previously under investigation. A 62-year-old female from St. Anne, previously under investigation. A 76-year-old female from St. James, a 20-year-old male from St. Mary, previously under investigation. An 80-year-old female from St. Catherine, a 90-year-old female from Hanover, and a 70-year-old female from Portland. In the meantime, 90 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 62,347. Currently, 170 people are hospitalized, 21 of which are severely ill, while 11 are critically ill and 26 are moderately ill. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.